And my passion, it's a very, very deep passion, is to make this as accessible as possible to as many people as possible. About 1 in 3 people in the developed world live with a long-term health condition. So that's billions of people in the UK. I gave a talk today called Freeing the Mind Even When the Body Hurts. And in a way, what I was trying to do was tell a little bit about my story, because I've lived with chronic pain for 40 years from a spinal injury, and I've meditated for 30 years. So in a way, I'm quite a good sort of case study myself of how mindfulness can really change your life. And my life has been massively, massively changed through mindfulness. In a way, I can't even describe it. I was broken 30 years ago, and now I have really a very good quality of life. I travel the world teaching and talking and so on. So I wanted to share that passion and that enthusiasm with the audience. And I also wanted to give some very clear, quick take-home messages. So I gave a few slogans. So one of them is, when in doubt, breathe out. Because when we've got difficulty of any sort, we tend to hold the breath, and then we get all kinds of extra suffering. But if we can just learn to drop into gravity, drop into the body and breathe, that can change your life. And another slogan was, take a break before you break. Because so many of us, we just push ourselves and push ourselves and push ourselves. I think maybe particularly in the modern world, I don't really know. Certainly that's my tendency. So what I used to do is I would just do something until I was in agony. And now what I do is I take regular breaks. And that's changed my life, in extraordinary ways. It's so simple, just take breaks. It's not a kind of really complex teaching. So that's one of the other things I really try to do, is to pull the complexity of mindfulness and mind training down to a few very, very simple principles. So I've always believed that the two qualities of mindfulness and kindness are like two sides of a coin. You can't have one without the other. So we need to have awareness, but that awareness needs to be warm, emotionally engaged, tender, and kind towards oneself and towards other people. So I'm a great believer in kindfulness, and I wouldn't be interested in doing a course that was just about awareness, because I don't believe awareness on its own is actually a transformative quality. It can be a little bit cool, a little bit aloof even, where we want to be in love with life and in love with our own life and in love with our connections with other people and in love with life itself. And I know, for people who are living with difficulty, it's so important to be kind towards yourself and towards your pain, and soften and respond to your own difficulty the way you would respond to a loved one who was hurting. That's the only way you can do it if it's going to work. I think people who are living with health conditions, often we're on medication, the brain is already quite foggy perhaps. You don't want something that's really philosophically complicated. You want something that's pragmatic, that's immediately applicable, and that you can do in your life right now to reduce your suffering.